Welcome to episode 1270 of the Multifamily Collective. Today I wanted to talk about an article I read called Starbucks Experiments with the Real Estate Recipe and the Future of American Coffee Shop. It's the gist of the article is uh, Starbucks transitioning to a more mobile kind of transient footprint or floor plate in the coffee shops that they're building for the future. And it really is predicated on COVID really disrupting consumer behavior, especially in the way of this sort of touchless idea or uh, pick up and go idea, be it at a grocery store, be it at Target or Walmart or now Starbucks, right? And their bet on the future is that they can operate out of a smaller footprint, introduce more technology into the workflow, the let's call it a sort of DIY slash tech slash human workflow, and introduce those components into the workflow so that a consumer doesn't come and hang around. And not because Starbucks doesn't want them to hang around, but that is really the way that the consumer is behaving today. They want to get in and get out and move on to the next thing in their lives. And it just brought to mind that I think that same transition is happening in the multifamily space. And if it's not, and or your company is not thinking about that, I believe in my heart of hearts, based on the bigger consumer oriented product, consumer oriented businesses out in the world, they sort of drive trends. And if they don't drive the trends, they at least bend to the trends of the consumer. And I think that multifamily is going to have to be, or going to have to become, more grab and go, uh, be it the mobile experience as it relates to leasing an apartment, or even setting up an appointment to view an apartment and doing DIY self show, all those sorts of things. But all the way through that workflow, all the way through the workflow, it it's going to involve human technology and a grab and go kind of experience. That's not to suggest that you don't have common areas that are set up and designed for people to hang out, but I think anything that is ancillary to that has to be a sort of self help, self guide, do it yourself experience for the consumer. Because what is happening out in the broader marketplace as it relates to the Starbucks and the Walmarts and the Targets and the wherever they do their shopping, even in that sort of physical environment where you get in your car and you actually drive to a place to be and do shop and do commerce, it has to be very slick and fast moving, because that is the way the consumer is behaving today. And as touchless as possible. Um, so I'm going to link this article up at the bottom, and I would encourage you to read it. It's very fascinating what Starbucks is forecasting for the future. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.